Hi guys, hope everybody's doing well. It's just started to rain. It's nice. I came down here, checking my tap. That's okay. I brought another tap with me. But the main thing I came down here was to do the following. I think for survival you have got to have a prepared mind. Having type of shelter, water, foraging for food, not necessarily, in a homeless situation where you would be sitting in doorways and everything and begging for money, that type of thing. I think you've got to get away from that and look for food. The blackberry bush, which is not that far away from there. So there's the berries, there's apples, there's Norway spruce for tea. If I've got some type of cup, which I have anyway, you could always have something to eat. If I've got shelter, I could make this shelter even better. And I brought another type of shelter with me, same type of tap. Got my survival saw there. It's been sitting for about a week and like that, so I think I would need to tighten it up a little bit. But it's about using everything what's around you, not necessarily just relying on shops, because everything is there. And I think you've got to have a mindset for everything you do. This buck saw I've had for a long time. Don't really use it. You may have different type of ideas of what you want to do or not use, things like that. In the back there I've got these saws, these garden type saws. Yeah, they're okay. I think they do the trick. So taking this about with me, use it. It's slightly a wee bit more flexible than the makeshift survival saw. I need to make this a little bit tighter and take it from there. I think probably from there to there, a little bit a bit sturdy, and maybe a little piece of wood there so it stays nice and tight, because when I'm cutting it there's kind of flexibility with it. So you got to just got to have a look. The cutting with this, I think is pretty good. Yeah, sturdy. The other thing with them, if I do lose steel like that, then I could make something similar to that. So it's not do or die, is it? A couple of pieces of wood here. You can smell the moisture in it. It smells nice. I bought this a long time ago and the blade is still absolutely perfect. Good piece of kit. You can put this into a small compartment and put it into your bag and take it everywhere with you. Yeah, sometimes you see people with wooden ones and everything like that, with the makeshift and types. But this is what I wanted to get a long time ago. I don't use it enough, so I am going to start using it. I'm just good piece of kit. I should take that with my bushcraft kit. Yeah, I bought different things over the time and everything like that. Are they good? Are they not? You know, I think the Buxo is the way ahead, so I'm going to keep this on me in my bag at all times and not take any other ones. You smell the wood, or you smell the moisture and everything like that. It's very dry inside, so good for getting a fire going and everything. The other thing I want to show you is this here. I don't use it enough. Good axe. I've made alterations to it, to which I think is to suit my own needs. A friend made this for me, so it's still workable. I gave him the dimensions, he sent it to me. I made sure that this is nice and sharp. Good axe, and I put this on here. Is it too heavy for me? I don't know. That's what I've been thinking. I don't think it is, but I can, you know. So I've made it nice and sharp. Good for splitting wood and everything. Wood. I'm saying wood. Okay. Wood about this area and everything like that. I've got a nice wedge in here. It's smaller than my long axe, but this one works, so I'm happy with that. Nice and sharp. If I never had a knife, then I could use this as a knife, especially if I want to make a spoon of some sort, or a fork. You can still use the axe. And here I've got the good sharpening stone. I've had it for a long time. I sharpened my axe with that, and my knives, normally in my cellar. So yes, as you say, the more you carry and everything like that, you know it's a wee bit heavier, but you know, depends. You may not always be near rivers or so where you can get pebbles and everything like that to sharpen your equipment, any sort. But this definitely does for what I need. As you see, I brought my short axe, and I've got my buck saw with me. So I like to chop some wood, cut some wood up, chop some wood, and use that for any other time I come down here. So it's stored here, it's dry, because yeah, the weather, yeah, well, it's normally kind of raining and everything like that, you know. So I think when you've got the dry wood, it's even better. It's sitting here and it's dry. The other thing I was thinking about is when I was coming down here, it's like a survival situation, especially if you just did your SAS survival tip. Now I'm just thinking about it, you know, preparedness in your mind. Forget about all the good tools and everything like that. You know, I could have my SAS survival tin. I can get a fire. I can, you know, make some type of shelter. You know, there's a lot of dead standing trees. This time of the year, it's November, so you've got all these leaves and everything like that where you can, you know, make a bed, but you can also make the shelter. the blackberry bush, so I could get some kind of scraper with like say I could use a stone to scrape the thorns off and use that to bind the wood together, you know, especially if I've got a horizontal and I've got verticals, then I can put loads of leaves on and put other wood on top of that to keep that down. So I've got a lean-to, I'm away for the elements, and also all the leaves and everything like that. I can make a bed as thick as I want, and if I just keep on building on that, even better. Especially at this time of the year, you don't need to go cold, you don't need to, you know, even if you were homeless, do you need to freeze to death? Understanding a little bit of knowledge and everything like that, or having a bit of knowledge, any terrain and everything like that, and looking what's around you would be pretty important. You just think about, maybe just have a think about it in your day to day, you know, and forget about all the Gucci kit and everything like that. Got my SS survival tin there. Do I need to use a saw? Not always, because you've got dead standing or trees what are falling, and I could use everything what's around me to survive, how they used to do it many years ago, you know, making shelters and everything like that. Don't need to have your axe, you don't need to have your, you know, everything what's around you. I could collect water, I could boil water, especially with the equipment I've got, but you know, but that's all I want to really say, you know. So I think it's just survival preparedness mindset. Okay, it's just my thought for the day. So all the best, guys, take care, see you soon.